A very warm welcome and great to have you back for another new video. Today we're focusing on the Opel Astra again. With this one we want to wait, what kind of Opel Astra is this? Engine code Z16XER A16XER, 85 kilowatts, built in 2010, 1.6 liter gas engine. And on this one, we want to replace the thermostat housing, the entire unit. Replace it all together. It even threw a trouble code for it. There's a sensor located right here, which is basically molded right into it. You could replace it individually, of course, but let's just do the whole unit. Maybe the thermostat isn't regulating properly, and I suspect this might even be an original part. By the way, very expensive, and also a bit hard to get. And as you can see, it's from Phoebe, but that wasn't just ground off by accident. Purchase links are all down in the video description. We need to catch the coolant, purchase link in the video description. Afterwards, we will bleed the system properly using a test kit. This will all be done in a separate video. Yes, I'd say let's go. And right here in this area, you find the whole setup. That means battery out. Then we get to it easy. The two terminals with a 10 mil socket, then the battery bracket with a 13 mil socket. So there we have the bracket, then with a 13 mil socket, the battery. The whole thing is secured with 3 bolts. Two are right here, and there is also one hidden just over here. Pull the whole thing out. Move all of this over to the side a bit, loosen everything up a little. We have a connector right here. The bracket has to come off anyway. Use a 10mm socket to unscrew the bracket, located on the thermostat housing. Okay, take that off as well. So we can get to everything now. We'll pinch off the hoses now. There are these hose pinch-off pliers or clamps. We will put them right in between here so that we do not lose too much coolant. There is really no need for that. All right, let's place the pan underneath. A little coolant is bound to spill anyway. All right. I hope you can see this. Okay, disconnect the plug down here from the temperature sensor. Now, very important, this line is new. But be careful anyway, they still tend to break very, very easily. Even the new lines. Really press it on. Gently. Disconnect the hoses at the back too. All right, so now we can actually disconnect all the hoses. For that, we have these special pliers. And right now, at this very particular point in time, we are indeed finally able to unscrew all of the main screws. Then we will just be taking the E10 Torx. You can also unscrew them with an 8mm socket. They aren't too tight, but be careful, they can easily snap off. If you're unscrewing this whole thing for the first time, we've already had a few repairs here. Not everything went smoothly. At the front is the exhaust pipe, which gets screwed on. There are also two more there. No, not the exhaust pipe, but the water pipe to the water pump. Let's unscrew that right away. And I mean this one here. Once we take off the thick hose, there's still a coolant pipe attached at the bottom. It looks like an exhaust pipe, but it's coolant. We have also replaced the gasket there with a new original. Now just disconnect that last hose there. Then we'll have this guy out. Just turn that one upwards. The seal is already in place. Clean the surface really well. And then the brand new thermostat can go right on top of it. A new seal is included, very important. And then we can position the whole thing and screw it tight. The little hole goes on top later. Of course, not too tight. First, because we're screwing into the cylinder head, and second, it's plastic. Otherwise, it'll crack and then we'll have a ruin. Then the exhaust pipe on the front, The exhaust pipe, I mean the coolant pipe. All right, and then once we've screwed everything tight, yeah, assemble everything back in reverse. Put all the hoses back on. The hoses still need to go on. Guys, and this is what it can look like when you want to change the thermostat. Afterwards, of course, put the coolant back in. Bleed the whole thing properly, for example, with a kit like this, which also lets you check the system for leaks right away by creating a vacuum in the coolant system. This gets all the air out, and then you fill the whole thing up with coolant. Because it creates a vacuum, you can also check if everything is completely sealed. Maybe a gasket is just not on properly, has fallen off, or whatever. You all know how it goes. Yeah, I hope that this video helped some of you out. Coolant, adapters, the case, we'll do a separate video on that. I'd say if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, it's still free. All the important tools are down in the video description, or rather the online shop is also there with the discount code VITIAWOLF. You get 5% off the products at XXL and all that you saw. I'd say see you next time. Bye.